What's going on, guys? This is my first video for this new series of building in like carpentry or just anything on those lines. Before I start this video, I want to say one thing. I am not a professional builder nor a professional carpenter. I learn as I go, and that's just the way it goes.
So initially I was going to make Shiplap, and then I had something else in my head and I started going with that idea, not thinking about Shiplap. Ended up putting a couple pieces together after I'd cut them, and it was not Shiplap. So I'm calling this type of board the wrong lap. Alright, so first off, I started ripping these boards into thirds, and obviously my table saw is not deep enough, the cuts don't go deep enough to cut all the way through, so I would have to flip every board over and cut again. And obviously I can't push the board all the way through. As you can see, I had a little bit left right there. So I would end up using the skill saw at the end. I would stop about 8 inches shy of the end of the board just to save my fingers. But then I'd use my skill saw to rip it all the way through at the end after I was done cutting.
Now obviously I couldn't go all the way through because the blade was too close to my hands, so you use the skill saw. I have about that much left. Put it in there, drop it in there. Don't force it, kind of let it guide since you already cut it. And I actually have a groove I look at right here. You can kind of see where it should be lining up. Just kind of keep it flat, and that's it. And obviously do it to the other side. Same thing. Drop it in the groove. Don't force anything, don't turn, just keep it straight. You should follow the groove right out. There you go. One board. Done. 10 more to go.
Alright, on your second cut on the same board, you want to use your factory right there against the guide right there. So flip your board over so the cut side is facing the saw. Because the outside you want exactly a 1/2 inch, and every cut you make towards the inside is an 1/8 of an inch difference because the saw takes up an 1/8 of an inch to that board. So you'll have two outside pieces that are a 1/2 inch, and the center piece, which will be about 5/16 thick. And the reason for that is when you router the outsides of the 1/2 inch board, the smaller board for the center board will fit nicer inside. It's like a little pocket it's giving it to sit in and really lock the board in after you nail it in.
Also, it is a beautiful day out today.
Look at that garden.
I have all the cedar chips and pine chips from the chicken coop in there, getting ready to be spread through our beds and new dirt and just enriching the soil. Right, Tico? Also be doing another series for the garden, which we are planning out right now and ordering all our seeds today. So that'll be fun. Saf will be in that one a lot. She'll probably take over that one since she's the brains of the operation and I am the laborer. All right, let's keep on going.
Nice of you to join me.
What are you guys doing? All right, we got all the boards ripped. So now I gotta router all these boards. These are the 1/2 inch boards right here, and these are the 3/8 boards right here. So I'll be doing that while Seth is in here sanding. And don't mind the mess, it's pretty dirty from this winter.
Just sanding away.
But she doesn't have much sanding to do, but obviously there's like these studs have ink on them, or some whatever, marker, whatever you want to call it, markings. So she's got to take those off so we can paint them.
And she just got a sliver. Here. Should be wearing gloves.
Alright, the next step you're going to want to do is router the board. And you're going to want to set your router at a depth of 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch in depth. And then you're going to want to router the board, the back side of the board. So whatever side you are not going to see, router. So the opposite side of this board, you'll be able to see. And I'm using the facing side. So the side I will be able to see is the round side. And this is a couple of boards I finished routering and cutting. As you can see, the factory side is in the outside, facing the outside, and the left and right side of the 1/2-inch boards are routered on the back side. And that little board fits right up in there like that, and it'll lay up against the wall really nicely, and this is what it will look like. It'll be, I'm doing it vertical, I do believe. I'm going to lay these out vertical.
Well, I got to be done because I ran out of my center boards, the smaller ones, the little rips, which every board, every 2x4 I'd get 3 boards out of, and the center board would be my smallest board. The other 2 are the same size. So, but I ran out of my center boards, so I'm going to go buy some more 2x4s sometime this week and rip them down to the same size as the center board, which is 5/16. Here's what it looks like. Obviously, I need to, we're going to put another coat on it after I put them up because it gets all dirty and stuff, but I'm really liking the look.
That's about it, guys. I really wish I would have recorded more, but I did not. But this was my first video like this, and I plan on having many more, and I will get better at them and describing how to do things and stuff. But like I said, this is my first video doing this. So this is all new to me. It's a learning experience for me and maybe you. If you're thinking about doing something like this to your house, anything cosmetic is pretty darn easy. I'm not gonna lie. There's no structure to it. You just kind of throw some boards up and paint them and they look pretty. So if you're thinking about it, I would suggest doing it because it is super easy. It really is. There's no, like I said, there's no weight-bearing walls or there's nothing like that. I mean, it's just cosmetic. And if you don't like it, take it down. I guess the only thing you're losing is time and maybe some money. But you know what? Life's about learning, and you just figure it out. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all. Peace.